And off we go. A close game now starting the second quarter. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Yeah, their passing has been terrific, too. Clark, we're seeing a lot of assists, really moving, kind of flow offensively. I like what I see.
Oklahoma City trailing. Ran outside at the 3 with Ibaka playing the power forward. Dion Waiters is out there with DJ Augustin. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
You know, the NBA is a talent league, and it's hard to win in the NBA without superstar talent. And the Thunder are fortunate to have 2 superstars in Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. Those 2 give them a chance to win no matter who they're facing up against or where they're playing.
No good on the free throw. And you look at the star challenge for Oklahoma City, the eternal what if. Steve, how would this team be different if they'd held on to James Harden?
Well, that's the question. I mean, to have 3 superstars, they would have been unstoppable offensively. As it is, they're hard enough to guard. But, you know, that's a question that will remain, forever unanswered.
Good on the second free throw. Houston's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Now Beverly. Ariza a screen on Augustine. And Beverly kicks to Smith. It's tipped. Durant with the steal. And now here's Durant. The fast break opportunity. Good on the shot. Waiters got the lead up to 2 now for the Thunder. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Boy, their frenetic defense has really been impressive, putting a lot of pressure on ball handlers and turning them over.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
And that one's good. Beverly.
Intelligent passing there to make that hoop possible.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. The dish to Adams. Pass to Waiters. Sinks the triple. Waiters got 6. Rockets trail by 3. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Gentlemen, Scott Brooks is very close with his star, Kevin Durant, but that doesn't mean he gets any free perks at KD's restaurant in Bricktown. Brooks said, I get nothing. I mean, give me a dessert, the peach cobbler, something, a sweet tea. You know, this guy's cheap. That's one thing about KD. For 7 straight years, he's been cheap. Kevin, over to you.
He stays consistent, Doris. Very efficient. Thank you. Back to Durant. Launches it. That drops. Durant's got his second bucket tonight.
Dion Waiters, a terrific scoring combo guard. He tantalizes you with that talent, that blend of ball handling, shooting, athleticism. Boy, he has a ton of potential.
Harden left side. Here's the 3. Offensive rebound. Smith kicks to Harden. Smith sets the pick for Harden. Here's Beverly. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists in the game. Oklahoma City's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. And Adams kicks to Durant. Back to Adams. Outside Durant. 6 on the shot clock. And he banks in the layup. Durant's got 5 points now this quarter.
Late reaction from the defense, and he's always going to make good on that.
Harden against Waiters. Ariza a screen on Waiters. There's the lob to the hoop, and it's slammed in by Ariza.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep. Yeah, you got that right, Kevin. He's such a reliable finisher.
Here's Waiters. He has 6. And the pass to Augustine. Back to Waiters. 11 feet away. Rockets with the rebound. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
You know, they had a great start to that game. A couple guys got hot early, and it seemed to become contagious. Everybody started shooting the ball well at that point.
You know, typically if there's a hot shooter, the defense can make an adjustment and lean everything towards stopping him and let somebody else beat you, but that wasn't an option in that game.
Houston shooting their first free throw of the evening.
Well, last season they only hit 71% of their free throws, so this is a continuing problem, guys.
And guys, I'd have to credit the work they put in at the free throw line to practice this season. I mean, because they have noticeably improved since a year ago.
And no good on the technicals, so unable to pick that one up.
James Harden with those rush hour handles, whether it's breaking his man down in isolation or running the pick and roll, he keeps that thing on a string.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Enes Kanter's checked in for Adams. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Augustine. Harden inside the three-point line. And that misses. That would have put him up. And Harden, a left-hander. Defenders tend to have more trouble, it seems, guys, with softballs.
Well, and especially with Harden because of how crafty he is. He's got that Manu Ginobili Euro move, the change of speed, change of direction, and then the strength. I mean, that's what separates him. He draws contact and seems to just go right through players.
You know, not only is the game neck and tight, but the rebounding battle is too. Extremely close on the boards.
Yeah, both teams have really put in a terrific effort down low.
Jones against Westbrook. He feeds it to Kanter. Waiters on the wing. And Jones pulls it down.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that.
That puts them in the lead.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, if you just looked at assists as the measuring stick, they've been by far the better team.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Jones is checked in, and the Rockets making a change here as well. Jason Terry is checked in for Patrick Beverley. Harden no good on the free throw. Well, the Rockets, wouldn't you say, are really to be commended, Clark, for rebuilding this team without tearing it down to the studs, or tanking, if you will.
Yeah, absolutely, Kevin. I mean, they've improved dramatically with Harden and Howard. But this is a team that's held the winning record in the West now for 8 straight seasons. That's pretty impressive.
It is. Brewer with the ball. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And the shot is long.
He's one guy the defense is not afraid to leave open from that range, and for obvious reasons. And the Rockets showed great patience and planning over time, freeing up cap space, acquiring young assets. That enabled them to trade for James Harden and, of course, attract Dwight Howard in free agency, too.
And this Rockets team, for all of its success, is still young, still developing that chemistry, but make no mistake, they've elevated themselves from playoff contender to potential title contender. I think exciting times are certainly in store in Houston.
Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
Enes Kanter was the 3rd overall pick back in 2011, drafted out of Kentucky, where he actually never played a game there due to ineligibility. But he was a bit of a gamble because of that. I'm not sure he's completely delivered on those lofty expectations yet.
Pablo Prigioni, he's checked in for James Harden. And Kanter drops them both. And for Kanter last season, Clark, a big uptick in minutes, but his productivity actually regressed somewhat.
Well, Kevin, the shooting percentages went down, as did his blocks and steals. But remember now, he's only 22 years old, and it's not always a straight line of progression for players. There are occasional detours before you bounce back up to that next plateau.
And Waiters kicks to Westbrook. Connects from three-point range. Westbrook's got 7.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
On the wing, Jason Terry. He's covered by Westbrook. Terry against Westbrook. Feeds to Prigioni to end the run. And that one's good. 8 points for him.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick three of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back-and-forth sequence right there.
On the wing, Jones. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. And the Thunder lead by 4. 7 seconds left in the first half of the game. Regioni, that's a two-pointer. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. Second quarter ends in a tight one. Oklahoma City out in front. They lead by 4. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Josh, what do you need to do in the second half as a team to come away with this win tonight?
First 5 minutes is going to be big for us. We got to go out with the same intensity and energy that we did in the second quarter. We have to withstand it for 2 more quarters and hopefully come out with a win.
Josh, thanks for the time. Good luck in the second half. Guys, back to you.
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. We'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.